Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Who says you need shitty old gelatin to get a clear beer? You can see my big ugly mug through it. Just leave it in the Keezer for a bit. Yeah, I haven't got a lot to really say this week apart from the fact that I've been chilling the XPA from Luke. I took a sample of that and it smelt ridiculous. It was like Raro, which to those of you that have never enjoyed the pleasure of Raro as a small child, I was never allowed it, which is probably why I like tropical beers. It's like a powdered kind of cordial, so yeah, it smelled like that. It was ridiculously good. Not a lot of dankness, but it is kind of a Pilsner based brew, and yeah, just reek the tropical fruit. Anyway, yeah, so this is the Pacifica Lager. It's just tasting better and better, so I'm really happy with that. Yeah, I'm not going to waffle too long because I've just spent ages on this Keezer video and it still won't tell you how to make one. It's just my journey into making a Keezer on the cheap. I think I probably spent all up, I don't know, probably I reckon about $300, and that's including $200 worth of taps, a $50 manifold, $40 drip tray, and an old freezer, and scammed a few bits and pieces here and there from some spray painter colleagues. So yeah, cheers, have a good one, happy Homebrew Wednesday, and yeah. This is what it is. So yeah, I've sanded the corners there, and I'm just going to put on some clear lacquer. Once I've sealed it, I'll go around and backfill the holes and give it another kind of final sand, but that Gorilla Glue hasn't come out too bad. So yeah, I've sealed that. Backfill, might end up using some black filler, just because brown looks a bit crap sometimes, and we've got some mismatching Cody wood. So yeah, those joints aren't too shabby for a bit of recycled timber.
Our children finally go out into the world on their own. All of us largely leave the factories. Others build all kinds of detention for us. So what I try to do is go to my typewriter and many days experiment with words.
So you can see the heavy rust spots, and I've pretty much taken off all the loose rust, and now I'm going to chuck some of this stuff on. Apparently contains no known carcinogens, so yeah man, CRC rust converter, we're going to convert some rust before we put the chip coat on. So you can see where that's been applied, it's turned that rust kind of a blacky purpley colour, and yeah, that should dry a little bit clearer than that, but it's kind of milky, and we'll leave a little bit of streaky finish, but it's going to be covered in chip coat. So I've given the freezer lid a bit of time to dry, and I'm going to put this stuff on. Just got it from my automotive spray paint supplier. It comes in the works. So this stuff is Stone Chip Protector, overpaintable. Yeah, bad for you, wear a mask, and just a little bit of a test. I don't know if you can pick that up. It's kind of like a orange peel finish on it, so that'll help cover up those blemishes by basically just putting an even texture all over the freezer. You can see it started to dry. There's no way you're ever going to cover up big divots where it's the paint has been scraped right through. But what I'll keep doing is basically I've just been using the spray can just with very light pressure, kind of adding splatter coat to it, just kind of yeah, overdo the texture. If it still looks a bit crap, I will put, I'll manually flick a bit of paint on it. But obviously, I'm starting with a turd. You can't polish it. It's a rusty freezer door, and I'm just giving a bit of a tidy up. So it only cost me about 150 bucks. Yeah? Put the collar on the Keezer. The stuff I'm using is Fixel HG. Sticks anything like shit to a blanket. That's what it says anyway. So yeah, let's get some of that. So I've just done about 2 beads all along that edge. We better get the collar on. So the collar's on, and I've just applied a bit of pressure. You can see that's starting to ooze out there. Better get some weight on, and just drill the front hole out with, in this case, 22mm Forstner bit, and I don't know if you can see that, but I've drilled from behind there, so just there's no breakouts. And there we can see a nice clean hole with the Forstner bit. Don't piss around a pole saws. So I've drilled that out with the 22, which this is an Imperial shank, so you might need to give it a little bit of a wiggle, but that comes through nice and clean, and it should be a nice tight fit. Yes, I just gave that 22mm Forstner bit a bit of a wiggle, bit of a rotation, and yeah, that fits through nicely. And that STC 200, all that does is either heat or cool. It won't do both at once. So anyway, I'm going to fit that, because all I'm doing is cooling. I'm going to fit that to the front panel of our Keezer. And you can see I've marked out, it's going to be on the right hand side. And so one of the reasons why I had a bit of investigation in here was because there was all this shit. Rat nest in the inside of my freezer, and there's all sorts of stuff that he's put in the freezer. There's a stubby holder, part of an old landing net, all sorts of shit. Anyway, in the rat's home, along with some leftover grains he's scurried away. You can see in the back there, I'm just going to mount that STC above that control panel there. And I fixed up a wire. The Keezer was actually shorting, and so I've reconnected that ground wire there. So hopefully that was the problem. Anyway, yep, I'm going to fit that STC just above that control panel. So just gave that a bit of a wipe, bit of a clean up, but you can see the finish. I've just gone for a flat finish, and I decided to turn it into a chalkboard. So bit of this paint, and yeah, that, you can probably make out that texture's pretty even, so I'm pretty happy with that. Looks like a scody old blackboard, but yeah, I'm really happy with the way that looks. So there she is, the 4 Perlix installed. Yeah, I had a video a little bit earlier on a Homebrew Wednesday, whereby I made up basically the shroud, or the kind of support for the drip tray. Yeah, so this is like it's a 14-inch drip tray, which is just enough. These are 3-inch intervals, and yeah, it's been working really good. Plenty of space there. I possibly could have made this distance a little bit smaller, but it's working well. And yeah, just finished installing this, which is just a little cover for the STC. It fits over the hole there. It's just a quickie, really, but something a bit more permanent than the piece of wood I had on there. What I did do, I couldn't be bothered wiring up the STC, so what I did is I actually put a split through here. So this is like a 2-piece cover, but it does the job. Sitting at 0 degrees. Yeah, it's meant to be at 1 degrees. It slightly overshoots. What I've done is I've put the temperature probe inside a bottle, so it's actually measuring the water temperature in that bottle, as opposed to just the air or ambient temperature. And yeah, I've got my kegs and a variety of hops and a shit ton of hoses. Fitted up a 4-way manifold there. I've got my CO2 sitting in there, and yeah, happy days. You can see some timber on there for the holes I just drilled. Anyway, that needs a bloody good clean out. So yeah, plenty of things to do in terms of keeping it tidy, maybe sorting out those hoses, but yeah, here's our Keezer. It works. Plenty of room for putting fermenters in it, which I'm just crash chilling at the moment. So yeah, all done, and pretty damn happy with that Keezer build. If you haven't done one, go for it.